everybody, welcome back to Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. This is the Sunday Oracle message. This is for Sunday, November the 5th of 2023. I hope you're all having a great start to your Sunday. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Here, our clocks went back an hour last night, and so it's funny how we will continue to look at the clock over the next couple of days and say, you know what time it really is? Proving how much creatures of habit we truly, truly are. November the 7th, my 2-year channel anniversary date. Can't believe that it's been 2 years. Wow. Thank you for all of your love, your encouragement, your support over this past 2 years. This has been such an amazing experience and such a fulfilling journey, and I feel incredibly blessed for the position that I am now in terms of my wellness. And a large part of my wellness and my state of mind is because of what we have created here at Dozen Cats. And you are an enormous part of that. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your acceptance, really. And also, November the 7th is my mother's birthday. And no matter how many years it has been since she passed, there are certain days that are harder than others. Her birthday being one of them. And so I want to always, when I do these oracle messages on Sundays, to have some sort of a meaning behind them. And today, it's about, like, I'm like, internal pause, don't adjust your sets, your devices. Today's reading is about, where we're at. This is the thing that I'm always talking about, that checking in with yourself. What are we really, really, really feeling? What are we really, really thinking? What are we really hoping for? What are we wishing for? What is our heart telling us? Etc. So let's ask the cards, let's ask Spirit to provide us with some answers, some guidance, put a little pep in our step, some food for thought. And let's see where this navigates to. Let's see where we end up. Please remember that these are general messages. If it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. We have the Energy and Spirit Oracle. We have the Sacred Traveler Oracle and Postcard from Spirit. So we're going to start off with the Energy and Spirit Oracle. So the first card that we have out is Beneath the Surface, Hidden Truths and Something Unknown. There may be some releasing that still needs to happen. I want people to remember that releasing a burden, forgiveness, dealing with, stuff that's from the past, that's sometimes it can be done one time and you're okay. Most of the time, in my experience, it's like an ongoing thing. Meaning, those release sort of ceremonies that you do for yourself, that work that you do on yourself to unburden and let that stuff go, you need to keep doing it. We have elementals, nature spirits, the 4 elements. And this is an interesting card because if you happen to be a person like myself, nature really speaks to me. Being outside is my happy place, right? Being outside brings clarity for me. It's serene, it's tranquil, it's peaceful. I feel like I can breathe, like I have the walls. When my anxiety gets high, for example, sometimes inside, I feel like the walls are closing in. And when I go outside, never has that been my experience. It just feels good. It feels safe. It feels like I have space to think. We have the healing heart, love, acceptance, and romance. Do you see the theme that's showing up for us here? We have wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. And we have the emotional desert, inactivity and isolation. So something has stopped us in our tracks. Notice this is card number 11, right? Something has stopped us. Something is holding us back from living our highest and best life. Doesn't have to be huge, doesn't have to be like, world sort of rocking. It can be a little thing, but there's something that we're holding on to that is stopping us from living our highest and best lives, from soaring to new heights. For me, it is literally isolation and literally inactivity. My fear is what my emotional desert is. So what is beneath the surface, the hidden truth, is that my inactivity and my isolation, my fear, still has a hold on me. So I have to continually release. If I want my heart to heal and to be abundant in love and feeling that acceptance, which is a really big thing for me, romancing myself is a great way to start. Loving myself. Right? I go outside to nature where I am at one, where I am at peace, where I have clarity and I feel like I can breathe. Things start to come into focus a lot clearer. Things make sense because I have no distractions except for the birds and the trees and the animals. And that then brings the wisdom of the Magi, the mental clarity that I need to then keep going. How does that resonate for you? How does that speak to you? Let's go to the Sacred Traveler real quick. I'm trying to do my darndest to keep these not, 25 minutes long. We have 2 cards that literally sort of flipped right side over in the deck there. We have Valiant Courage, take action with passion. And we have surrendering to the journey and releasing control. I mean, honestly, it's like this is my reading, right? I try to control by isolating, right? Because I'm trying to keep the fear at minimum. I haven't quite figured out, according to this message, how to target the fear and stop that and let that go. My something unknown is my fear, because I don't know what it is that I'm fearful of, other than, my tag phrase being, I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid of, all things. So I need to surrender to the journey, and I need to release control. What do you need to release control of? What could be your roadblock? What could be the thing that you could change that could make the future seem more bright, more possible, more exciting, more I can't wait to try that? Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Here's the thing. Every single one of us has faced a roadblock, a challenge, a tough time. We have already done so many of these things in so many different ways, so many times. We know exactly what we need to do. Now, having said that, I do totally resonate with, you need to be ready. You can't push yourself to do these things. But I think what the cards are telling us is we are ready, and we are not picking up on the fact that we are ready. So nudge yourself a little bit to push the stool out, as I like to say, right? And do something to heal your heart. Go outside and see if you can get some clarity. Let's go to postcard from Spirit. Again, taking myself as an example, this week I have reorganized the bathroom sort of cabinets. I have cleaned out the front hall closet and reorganized that. I have done all the laundry and changed the beddings. I have, deep cleaned the kitchen, the cupboard, wiping down the cupboards and all of that kind of good stuff. And now that may sound like not a big deal, but each of those things took away clutter from my eyesight so I could see clearly. It made me feel like my air was refreshed, that I had room to breathe. Every day when I woke up, I opened the blinds and let the sunshine in, if there was sunshine or just daylight. Whenever I took Rosie outside for exercise in the backyard, I took my tea or whatever I was drinking at the time, and I pulled out the chair and I sat there for a moment, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe even a half an hour, and just took in the scenery, telling myself not to think about anything, just allowing myself to take in the atmosphere and the environment and that I was in. I tried really, really hard this week to push the stool out. I dusted. I tried to, in general terms, tidy things up and sort of tie up loose ends, right? So that I didn't feel like I had so many balls in the air, if you will. That always makes me feel like I am in more control, and that if I am feeling anxious. That is my way of sort of channeling my energy, right? So that at the end of it, I feel good. I feel like I've accomplished something, right? And I can celebrate that. We have Dearest You on the front side. I should say, look at this beautiful little cherub. And I don't know if you can see this or not. So it says, be fearless. Dearest You, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe you. You don't need a this for that in your exchange with others. You do not need a this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so, so much. So for me, how this resonates is what I said about the healing heart, this acceptance. It's always been, my Achilles heel, shall we call it. That need for people to like me. That need that, I haven't done anything to upset anybody. I don't like it when people are upset. It upsets me. And then I try twice as hard to sort of counteract that or offset that. This is about doing for you, which if we do for ourselves and can, sort out whatever this is for ourselves, if we can bring some wisdom and mental clarity towards healing our heart and loving ourselves, then the journey forward allows us to shine brighter, right? People will pick up because our vibration is higher. They will navigate towards us because we are these bright, shiny beacons of joy and love and blessings and this sort of spiritual powerhouse, right? People will be brought towards us because of that. They will be attracted to us like we're a magnet. But it starts with us. It starts with us. I hope that this message resonates. I hope that you found it helpful. I hope you have an amazing Sunday. And until we see each other again, I wish you many, many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye for now.